know how she is about wellness, she has this wonderful TV show called the New Wellness
TV.
What's that?
New Wellness TV.
New Wellness TV. I've been on the show. Here I am. And so, she has helped so many people. She's phenomenal in what she does. I've even sent a family member to her. So, without further ado, I would love to introduce Dr. Shirley, as tonight she talks about how you can have optimal health with natural stem cells. And being a healer, I'm excited to hear about it as well. So let's stand up and give her a warm welcome.
I'm going to say a little bit about myself, and most people already here know. One, that I have a nonprofit related to what I do, and there's a reason for that. And the nonprofit is because too many people are dying from breast cancer and strokes. So my two legs of my nonprofit is called Beauty Shop Stroke Screening, which I do for major events because of the carotid artery with the plaque and everything. Now I have a new machine to add to it where I can do a whole vascular screening in just 3 minutes. So it lets me know about your autonomic nervous system and everything in just 3 minutes. The second part is the Beauty Shop Stroke Screening, is because I was given this CRT machine, which is thermography reflex analysis. So it allows me to test you from the top of your head to your pelvic. FDA registered for ruling out breast cancer, but it picks up things far beyond a mammogram. And because now we have what is called inflammatory breast cancer, this is never going to be picked up by a mammogram or ultrasound. This here is picked up very early. I found my cousins very early and my stepdaughters early, who are still with us. People who didn't believe it 5 or 6 years ago, because I've been doing this about 9, 10 years and longer, they did nothing, and then they called me later at the City of Hope with the cancer that was picked up 5 or 6 years ago, when they said, no, I don't have this. So I'm really happy that we have that. I have a clinic here in Marina Del Rey. I just added a colon health product that I've been using forever, but it's like a colonic in a jar, or in a bag now. We just changed our marketing with it, and it's phenomenal. I love it. Get your guys' opinion when you see it. But it's called Super Cheer Herbal Detox. So not only the large intestines, but it detox the large intestines. They're pre and prebiotics in this product, so it helps with the microbiome of the body as you go ahead and detox, as we know what's going on in there. There's a brain-gut connection, so all of that's in there included. The other one I'm really excited about that's been launched this week through the scientists is called Sleep. It's called Easy Sleep CBD Tea. So it's a tea you can make at night. You want to make it as a latte. You want to make it any way you want. You can make this at night. So you'll be able to do that at night and sleep like a baby. So it is a tea. It is an elixir, which is wonderful. So that'll be launched this week. So I'm really excited about that. So my topic tonight. And now I'm starting me. I know my minute was probably over. The reason why I chose to become involved with a company that actually helps the body to generate the stem cells naturally. There's a lot of things we can do that I'm going to go over, but I love this product because it helps naturally to regenerate the stem cells, because you take this product and the research shows that you will create billions of stem cells in a short period of time. Now, people keep telling me who haven't seen me in a long time how good I look. I've only been taking it a week and a half. And some of you have seen me, within that realm too. But it's just amazing. At first I'm thinking, oh, this is just so simple. It is a vegan product, so we don't have to worry about stem cell coming from core of the fetus, which I don't too much like that. And then what rights and people, we don't want to do that. But this here is a wonderful company that works really well. Now, when we go back, and I tell people, you can take all the great things you want, but if you don't start tapping into yourself first, it's like detox. People tell me I'm detoxing, and I have a detox program. I'm with Perium as well. But when you detox, the first place you want to detox is your mind of all of these negative thought patterns. You can take all the great things in the world to detox the colon and everything. Then there's heavy metals. Then the most abundant toxin in the body, who can tell me what it is? What is the most abundant toxin in your body right now?
Stress.
No, it's in your body. Not stress, not the emotional. But what is it? Nobody can guess what it is? Aluminum. It is plastic. Plastic is the highest toxin in everybody's body. We had what? We started off with dirt. Plastic baby bottles. Years ago, they used to do glass bottles. I used to hate to wash those things. For my siblings. And then they had the plastic for those who did breastfeed. So we've been inundated with so much plastic because that is the highest toxin in our body is plastic. And we know that causes havoc. You know, I was with a patient the other day, and knowing from the PDR that I see right now, I know that this particular medication causes cancer, but it didn't hit me until I was with a patient the other day who has, and I don't like the word cancer, I just say abnormal cells. And he had these abnormal cells that started after him taking his blood pressure medicine. Now, blood pressure medicines are linked to these abnormal cells. Pancreatic abnormal cells, breast cancer in women, especially if you're taking a calcium channel blocker for your blood pressure, is linked to these abnormal cells. So I tell everybody who's taking it to make sure you start looking into. So when we look at stem cells and maintaining, we want spontaneously healing in our body. And how do we do that? How do we heal spontaneously? And we can do that through our thoughts. You know, they control. Our body is reproducing cells every minute. Whether those are going to be healthy cells or they're going to be bombarded and cause phagocytosis and be destroyed based on your thoughts, your mind, what you put into your body, you can die faster. I tell people when they tell me, I'm going to do alkaline water, I'm going to do alkaline food. Well, if you're holding on to hatred and you're holding on to all these things, you can do all the alkaline stuff you want. You can forget it. You're going to be acid. Okay? You're going to be very, very acid. So you can forget about doing that. So I'm not a big advocate of alkaline water. You can do so many other things, lemon and water, green foods will help alkalize the body. Staying happy, laughter, dancing. Do you know dancing helps the stem cells of the pancreas?
No.
Did you know that? It's been proven, and the kidneys. I have a dear friend, she's a nephrologist. She's called the dancing doctor, and she teaches all the dancing to help heal the kidneys.
Oh, wow.
So you're releasing stem cells through dancing. So I tell all of my patients, hey, put on some music and dance around the house. Have fun. We all have a song that we really like. Dance. Tapping. A lot of people know about the tapping. Tapping for help. Tapping is really good. You know, tapping on your thymus gland. If you tap on the thymus gland in your chest, you can actually feel the stimulation going through your body. You can feel it. You know, you got to get the lymphatics moving. Because, like I said again, the stem cells are being generated in the body every moment. The reason why we do blood tests every 120 days, it isn't like every 120 days here's a new, you know, a whole release of blood cells. But we look at like your hemoglobin A1C and blood tests every 120 days because the body is reproducing. But this is happening every second. Every second you're getting new cells. Every second. Only area of the body that does not regenerate new stem cells, guess what area of the body does not? Anyone guess? You have new hair cells, you have new bone cells, heart, liver, kidney. What area of the body does not generate? Your eyes. Your eyes don't. So you want to do everything you possibly can to take care of your vision and your eyes. And we say that we don't want to turn a blind eye to situations. That's the emotional link. You keep turning a blind eye to things that you need to talk about, guess what? It's going to affect your vision. It's going to affect it. I want to tell you this little story real quick. Long story, I had a flat tire and ended up meeting this wonderful man today. I had a flat tire who told me about his best friend. And his best friend was married to, he was married, he was very happy with his wife, and just a lot of great things happening. All of a sudden, they had a falling out, and he left. And when he left her, he did not know she was pregnant. But he left her for another woman. And so in leaving, the other person, he divorced her. The other person had 2 daughters, the second wife. The first wife had a son. And his best friend said, man, you haven't seen your ex-wife, but more so, you won't go see your child. And he kept saying, I never want to see that child. I never want to see that child. And shortly after, he went blind.
Wow.
He went blind. Power in words. And I'm telling you, I see so many patients and see so many things that we have to watch what we feed into ourselves. That's where the natural stem cells started first. Telling yourself, I am going to be whole and healthy. Doing the dancing exercises, doing the tapping exercises. And one night, we're human, we're all human, and I've had abnormal cells of the colon years ago in the 80s. Actually, God revealed it to me, and I'm like, oh, really? I had a really bad diet in the early 80s. And so I went and did all the tests and everything. Yes, it was true. So I started changing things. But I was going through so much divorce and all these things that were hitting me at that time when here a couple of months ago, I started having pelvic pain. And I'm like, I never had pain in my body. And you know, this thought started creeping into my mind and said, oh, you have ovarian abnormal cells now. You know, those are some of the signs and symptoms of it. I said, no. I'm taking myself, it was at night, I'm gonna lie down, and I'm taking myself through my own meditation, which is called Detox the Mind, the Body Will Heal. Pulling the forces into the body to heal, and thanking God from the top of my head, and just, you lie there and you see like a flow of light going through the crown of your head. And you see this, and each particle of this crystal is going through your body is healing every cell in your body. So you take your time with that, and you just go through, lying there, thanking God for every cell tissue, releasing everything. And when it gets to the pelvic, you just let it illuminate in that area. Whatever you know you have these abnormal cells, just hold it there. Hold that energy and that prayer and thanking God for the healing right then. Because I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt, right then, right now, I'm going to get up out of the bed in the morning and I'm going to be pain-free. I'll go do my tests, I'll do the pap smear, which are not all that accurate. I'm going to get all those things done just to make sure, and I had nothing. And that was 2.5 years ago. I haven't had pelvic pain since. I could barely walk that night, barely walk. So it was completely gone. So how we start to heal is how we think about ourselves as well. Stem cells, okay. I want to have a healthy body. I mean, to be a grandmother of 10, and my neighbor here sees me going all the time. I work on getting my sleep more now. Because people probably said, you know, are you coming from the last time I saw you? Or, you know, I go and change clothes and I'm out the door again, you know. But no, I do take time to get more rest. That was my only problem, was really getting enough sleep, which is a major issue if you want to have healthy stem cells. Good quality sleep, hygiene as it relates to sleep. You know, and I had one lady who had severe headaches, and her headaches were due because she kept her cell phone by her bedside. You know, if you put your cell phone by your bedside, you will have headaches. You know, not only that, it changes the structure of the immune system. Wow. Do not put your cell phone next to you. Even when everybody, we're all sitting here because I have 2, but I try to leave them when I'm somewhere that I know I'm not going to answer. Try to put it on airplane mode, because even though it's near your body or on your person and you think you turned it off, it's still pinging from one of the towers. And when you first ring is when you get the biggest exposure, when it first ring for radiation. And can you imagine when it rings, you're going to put it up to your head, you got the magnitude of exposure. So I try to keep it on airplane mode, thank you. So these things don't happen, which is really important. Epigenetics. So we look at stem cell and we look at epigenetics. So when we're looking at that, you know, based on our parents, what happened with them, they say you can inherit this, you can inherit that. Doesn't happen. You can change that around. That could be changed quickly, as you probably know that too. And because my family was watching me very closely, oh, you know, Mom, your father died at 65 of heart disease, and you had malignant hypertension and blah, 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 years ago. So she just kept kind of watching me, you know, that was last year, I was 65. And I said, honey, I'm not going anywhere. My grandfather lived to be 100. You know, you talk about self-fulfilled prophecy. I diagnosed him when he was in his 70s, prostate abnormal cells. Sent him to one of the doctors I know, and he just called me. He didn't even understand it, which was probably good when you don't understand exactly what it is. He didn't even know. He just said, the doctor said I have bad blood. I'm like, bad blood? What are you talking about, bad blood? Okay. I didn't think it was leukemia, but I mean, what is bad blood? So I called his doctor, which I knew. He said, oh no, this is one of your grandfather. I said, don't touch him. Don't do a bone scan, don't do a CT scan. Nuclear medicine is deadly. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's deadly. And I don't like nuclear medicine. It's hard to get around it because they're going to push you when you have abnormal cells or anything. And I just tell them, look, I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic. If you can do an MRI, do something, but do not try to do nuclear medicine. And I thought more about myself, and then there were these tumors around my thyroid. So I had 9 tumors around my thyroid from a doggone nuclear medicine, CT scan, because they're going to use nuclear medicine. Oh no, it's going to all leave the body. It does not. And kidney disease is a big one with nuclear medicine. So we want to stay healthy and keep, building up stem cells. We got to stay away from the things that's going to cause this problem. So I tell everyone to check, go to internet. It's called antenna.com. Antenna.com to see how many cell phone towers are in a 100 radius from your house. One lady who was very, very ill, she had 150 towers in a 100-mile radius. And the whole family, I walked in the house and it was a concierge visit. The whole family looked sick. Their entire family. How are you going to build up new stem cells when you've got things pulling it away? How are you going to build up new stem cells? Yes. So I deal with a lot of people